Hello again and welcome to Riffs 101, powered by Long McQuade, where the music begins. And it really does begin with guitar lessons, correct? Shaun Verreault from Mouth
For me,
Mason?
it did. It began all there.
Well, this is what you're providing for us and doing a great job. And proving that it's all about value here at Riffs 101 on Rock 101. Shaun's going to give us 3 lessons in one, if I understand you correctly.
This is a threefer. Yeah, and in fact, this is a call to everybody who knows a couple chords or a few chords. This is some encouragement to tell you that you already know enough to start writing songs. I really can't stress enough that everyone who sat down, John Lennon sat down at a blank page every time and went, what am I going to do to write a song here? So don't think that you need to know tons and tons of stuff before you start expressing yourself that way. By way of illustration, I'm going to show you 3 songs that use exactly the same chords. And there are 3 completely different kinds of songs. So the Van Morrison Band song, Gloria. At this point, and if you don't know them, you can look them up. This is just going to be the E chord, the D chord, and the A chord. Some people play it like this, some people play it like this. I prefer this way. So already you can go... You can use those chords to write all kinds of songs, and all of us have. Those are also the same chords if you wanted to play Desire by U2, which is kind of a similar song, I guess, but a little bit different in that it goes... So it might take a while if you're just starting to get your fingers to jump from one chord to the other. Just start slow. We all have been at that place where we're like, okay, D... Put your second finger here, you put your third finger here. Try and be aware of not making it too hard for yourself. So for some chords, I'm of the Hendrix school where I use my thumb over the top of the neck, but when you're starting to learn chords, it's really effective to try and keep your thumb in the middle of the back of the neck, right behind your middle finger, which keeps you from doing things like this or like that, or putting your hand in unnecessary angles that will cause a lot of extra work for you that you don't need to do. And try and keep your fingers not too far from the strings as you're shifting place tone. It's something that a lot of beginner guitar players will do. That it's as easy to learn good habits as it is to learn bad habits. So I even practice in front of a mirror sometimes and watch my fingers and go, am I doing something I don't need to do? So now we have... And all from those same chords. Now to go back to AC/DC. So just from doing E, A, and you can see on the AC/DC stuff, you're kind of aiming for the bottom 3 notes of each chord, whereas on Gloria and on Desire, you're going kind of trying to hit all 6, but for the DC stuff, for a lot of power chord stuff, you only need 3 or so of those notes to really get a ballsy sound, and you're aiming for the bottom 3 all the time. So now that you've heard that part, you got to know how the rest of it goes because it's a super cool riff. So it'll be just like the Thunderstruck stuff that I was showing you. The hammer-ons and pull-offs, we're using some notes that are fretted and some that are open. After you've gone, it goes. So 3 on the first string, 3 open. On the second string, 3 open. And then on the third string, 2nd and open. You can use any finger you want. A lot of people will use their third finger and sort of support it with these other 2. And you can bend that one before you let it go. We can get into the rest of that in another lesson, but what I really wanted to illustrate is those 3 chords you can use that they're in hundreds of thousands of songs. You can use them in any order that you want. You'll notice that a lot of songs will use 3 chords and they'll be in one order for the verse, and they'll just use those same 3 chords and switch the order of them, and that will be the chorus. So already with that amount of material, write your songs, post them. Thank you for your requests on YouTube, on Rock 101's page, on the Wide Mouth Facebook page. Keep them coming. Throw us questions about advanced stuff, about beginner stuff. I want this to apply to guitar players of all levels. And a guitar player of any level can start writing songs right now.
Right on, Shaun Verreault. So, writing songs, you can literally pick. You have to know notes and music and so on. Do you not?
You know, a lot of people have written from a place of not knowing anything and just going, that sounds good to me. I mean, you put a frame
How do you
around
write
something.
it down if you don't know what the notes are?
You record it either with a video camera or a tape recorder, or you keep it in your head, or if it never hurts. It doesn't take away the magic of it to learn the names of what you're doing, to learn how to either write down tab, which is like a guitar player's shorthand, or if you get to the level where you can write it in musical notation, sharing it with other people will become a lot easier. And then you could sit on a plane somewhere and write things as they happen in your head.
You know, I noticed you were giving your pinky a little love there in that last.
The pinky always has to, if I haven't rammed it home yet, let me tell you, one of the things I'm happiest about as a guitarist is that from the beginning I started using my pinky in things. There's an exercise you can do that goes... Try and make all of these fingers equally strong, and you will have one extra digit instead of those guitarists who might as well have sawed it off. You will be happy that you did so, trust me.
There you go. That's Riffs 101, powered by Long McQuade, the great Shaun Verreault. Thanks again.
The music begins.